What if I told you the biggest reason you're not making money isn't your job, your situation, or even your skills? It's the way you've been trained to think. Because the truth is, most people aren't broke by accident. They're following a system designed to keep them that way, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Welcome to Money Factory. Today we're breaking down something that can completely change your financial future. The fundamentals of wealth. Not the surface level advice. Not skip your morning coffee. Real principles that wealthy people actually live by. And if you understand even a few of these, you start playing a completely different game. Let's start with the first truth most people never realize. Money is not about how hard you work. It's about how valuable your work is. You can work 12 hours a day doing something low value and still struggle. Or you can spend a few hours doing something high value and earn more in a week than others do in a month. Wealthy people don't chase effort. They chase leverage. Leverage means using something to multiply your output. There are four main types: time, skills, money, and systems. Most people only use time. They trade hours for dollars. That's a trap, because time is limited. You can't scale it. Wealthy people shift into using systems. Think about it. A YouTube video, a digital product, an online business. You do the work once, and it keeps paying you. That's leverage. That's how money starts working for you. Now, here's the second principle. If you don't control your money, it will control you. Most people make money and immediately spend it. Bills, subscriptions, impulse buys, things that feel small but add up fast. Wealthy people flip that. They pay themselves first. Before anything else, before rent upgrades, before lifestyle inflation, they take a portion of their income and move it into assets, which brings us to one of the most important distinctions you'll ever learn. Assets versus liabilities. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. Simple. But most people get this backwards. A brand new car feels like success, but it loses value and drains money. That's a liability. A rental property? A digital product. A business? Those generate income. That's an asset. Wealth isn't about what you own. It's about what pays you. Now let's talk about something most people are never taught properly. Debt, because not all debt is bad. And this is where people stay stuck. They hear debt is dangerous and avoid it completely. But wealthy people, they use debt as a tool. Bad debt is money borrowed for things that lose value. Credit cards for shopping. Car loans for depreciating assets. Stuff that doesn't pay you back. Good debt is money borrowed to create more money. Starting a business. Buying income-producing assets. Investing in something that grows. The difference is simple. Does it cost you or pay you? And once you understand that, you stop fearing money. You start using it. Now here's where things get uncomfortable, because this next truth explains why most people never escape the cycle. The system is built to keep you consuming, not building. Think about it. You're taught to go to school, get a job, work for decades, and maybe retire. Maybe. But no one teaches you how to build assets, how to create income streams, how to think like an owner. Because consumers keep the economy running. Builders control it. That's why advertisements are everywhere. Why spending is normalized. Why debt for lifestyle is encouraged. It's not a conspiracy. It's a structure. And once you see it, you can choose differently. Now let's talk about something powerful, your mindset. Because everything we just talked about starts there. Most people see money as scarce, limited, hard to get. That belief alone keeps them stuck. Wealthy people see money as a result, a byproduct of value, of solving problems, of creating something useful. Instead of asking, how do I make money? They ask, how do I become valuable? And that shift changes everything. Because value scales, skills scale. Opportunities expand. Now let's get practical. Because you might be thinking, okay, but where do I start? Start here. Step 1. Track your money. Every dollar. Know where it's going. Because what you don't measure, you can't improve. Step 2. Cut silent expenses, subscriptions, impulse spending, things you don't even think about anymore. Not to restrict yourself, but to redirect that money into assets. Step 3. Build a skill that pays. Something you can monetize online. Editing, writing, sales, marketing, anything that solves a real problem. Step 4. Turn that skill into income. Freelancing, content creation, digital products, service-based businesses. And Step 5. Reinvest. Don't upgrade your lifestyle too fast. Upgrade your income streams. That's how you build momentum. That's how you escape the cycle. And here's the final truth, the one that separates everyone. Wealth is not built overnight, but the decision to build it happens in a moment. Right now, you're either consuming or creating. You're either spending or investing. You're either following the system or learning how to play it. And the difference? It compounds, day by day, choice by choice, until one day it looks like an overnight success. But it never was. If you got value from this start, applying just one principle today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because information doesn't change your life. Action does. Subscribe to Money Factory, because this is just the beginning. And once you start thinking differently about money, you'll never go back.